Hello everybody and welcome back to Lost Planeswalker. You're here with me, Jesse, the Lost Planeswalker, and today is going to be our final day of spoilers based on new cards. Obviously, next week we're going to be seeing some commander decks, and I might be showing those off, but of course I'm going to be doing pre-con upgrade guides and then building decks based on those co-commanders, so stay tuned for that. But this is the last day of spoilers, just covering some of the remaining really cool cards we got. So like always, we're going to start right out by looking at the legendary and notable cards that are, I think, worth playing. So starting out, we have Darkstar Augur. 2 and a black creature bat warlock with offspring for a single black, which I think is one of the only ones we've seen that has been something other than just 2 generic. But it is flying, and at the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library, put that card into your hand, and you lose life equal to its mana value. So this is a card I love seeing. This is just Dark Confidant, but it has flying. You can get 2 of them. It's a really fun effect. It also has flying, which is some great evasion, so I think that this could actually be a pretty cool card. Next up is Helga Skitterish Seer. For a Bant mana, or green, white, and blue, we have legendary creature Frog Druid with whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 4 or greater, you draw a card, gain 1 life, and put a +1/+1 counter on Helga Skittering Seer. Then you can tap to add X mana in any one color, where X is Helga Skittering Seer's power. Spend this mana to only cast creature spells with mana value 4 or greater, or creature spells with X in their mana cost. This is pretty cool. Obviously, we got like King Glorb. He was pretty unique looking at cards with mana value 4 or greater, but Helga here is also right there. So I think that both these cards could be super fun. This one provides you, an opportunity to cast some bigger spells, drawing a bunch of cards, gaining life, +1/+1 counters. So there's a lot of really good stuff there that Bant colors love to do. In addition, making a ton of mana, maybe pumping it into X spells is a really cool idea. So next up, one of my favorite cards is Huskburster Swarm. 7 in a black creature, elemental insect. With this spell, costs 1 less to cast for each creature card you own in exile and in your graveyard. It has menace and death touch and is a 6/6. I think this could be an all-around really cool card. Whether you're playing this in a pre-release kit, an insect deck, or any graveyard shenanigans deck, I can tell you pretty much in any game, I'm going to have 7 or more creatures in my bin, especially if I'm milling a bunch in there. So for a single black, you get a menace, death touch, 6/6. Count me in. Next, we're going to finish up the cycle, but first we have Season of Gathering, which is 4 green sorcery. Choose up to 5 paw prints worth of modes. You may choose the same mode more than once. For a single paw print, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. It gains vigilance and trample until end of turn, which is incredibly good. I think that's one of my favorite out of all of the modes. 2 paw prints, choose artifact or enchantment, destroy all permanents of the chosen type. Another awesome board clearer, getting rid of all those pesky artifacts or enchantments. And then 3 paw prints, draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. I think if you look at all of the gathering cards overall, this is the strongest. It's just so modular, and I think it's just going to be the most powerful, especially in green decks. So very, very cool. And then we have Season of the Burrow. 3 green sorcery, choose up to 5 paw prints worth modes. You may choose the same mode more than once. For a single one, create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token. 2, exile target non-land permanent, its controller draws a card. And 3, return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield with an indestructible counter on it. This one seems pretty fun. I can see myself playing this, but like I said, I think the green one definitely is the stronger one overall. So next up, we have Starfall Invocation. 3 white sorcery, gift a card, destroy all creatures. If a gift was promised, return a creature card put into your graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control. We get a lot of board wipes, some of them modular, some that do different things. Starfall Invocation, I think, is going to be pretty great. I don't know if it's going to find mainstream play, but I definitely see in limited play this be very powerful. In addition, just getting to pull something back that died from this wipe just seems really great. Next up is Whisker Veil Forerunner. 3 in a white creature mouse bard with Valiant. Whenever Whisker Veil Forerunner becomes a target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, look at the top 5 cards of your library, reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them. You may put it onto the battlefield if it's your turn. If you don't put it into the battlefield, put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This is really powerful. just targeting it, you have to put something on the battlefield for free, and if it's not your turn, just put it into your hand. If you can do this on all of your opponent's turns, you're just going to get so much additional value either into your hand, and then you can play it out on your turns. So I think Whiskervale Forerunner is very cool. And then lastly, we have Wick the World Mind. 3 and a black legendary creature, Rat Warlock. With when Wick or another rat you control enters, create a 1/1 black snail creature token. If you don't control a snail, otherwise put a +1/+1 counter on a snail you control. Kind of working the same way that armies work in a way. Then for a blue, black, red sack a snail, Wick deals damage equal to the sacrifice creature's power to each opponent, then draw cards equal to the sacrifice creature's power. Wow, this seems good. Obviously, I think this fits right into a Relentless Rats or Rat Colony deck, just having a number of good rats that you can just cast every turn to buff up your snail, and then just going in and sacrificing your snail to deal a ton of damage to your opponents and drawing cards to fill up your hand to then cast a bunch more snails. This is awesome. I really love Wick here, and I think it's going to be very cool. So before I read the rest of those cards we got today, as always, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean the world to me. Check out this following week. I'm going to be doing videos based on new legendaries, building commander decks every day, so watch out for those. So the other cards we got today that I'm just going to read the names off, put the picture up if you want to check them out, pause the video. But we have Bandit's Talent, Bark Knuckle Boxer, Bumbleflower Sharepot, Clifftop Lookout, Course Caution Mage, Curious Forager, Daring Wave Rider, Driftgloom Coyote, Frilled Sparkshooter, Gossip Talent, Harnesser of Storms, Heartborn Battler, Hidden Grotto, Into the Floodmaw, Kingfisher, Lightshell Duo, Long River Lurker, Long River Pole, Moonstone Harbinger, Mouse Trapper, Nettle Guard, Paw Patch Formation, Persistent Marstalker, Plumcreed Escort, Polywop, Starlit Soothsayer, Take Out the Trash, Vine Reap Mentor, Waterspout Warden, Waxwane Witness, Wick Patrol, and Wishing Well. And with that, I would just like to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if there are any cards you're looking forward to or any commander decks you're looking forward to picking up. As always, if you could leave a like, share this video with a friend, and subscribe, that would mean the world to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And today's Scryfall card of the day is Mossbeard Ancient. Older than the mountains, the dragons, and the wars of humans and machines. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you later, Planeswalkers.